What is up, everybody? It's the Brew podcast, episode something.
Episode 5 of season 2.
Episode something in my face.
It's cat hair.
Definitely was.
I saw it floating.
Yeah.
I think I got a hairball now.
Damn, you couldn't get me a water? I gotta go get me a water. All right,
Here, take my water.
I think
That is your water.
That is my water?
Yeah.
You're lying.
No, you brought
That's
it
the
down.
second water bottle. You. That's the second bottle you open. You just be opening bottles. Thank you.
You're welcome. How are you?
I'm good. Why is this moving?
What?
What did you do?
I didn't do anything, I swear.
What's been going on recently, man? There was
we can start off with just to follow up on something that we touched on in the last episode from 2 weeks ago about the maternity leave.
Okay. Yeah.
In Florida. So I was having this I was discussing this clip with someone, and I found out that Florida doesn't even have maternity leave. So it says, Florida, many states have given parents the right to take time off, but Florida is not one of them. Expecting a new parent in Florida may still be entitled to leave under the Federal Family and Medical Leave Act, but it's not like a paternity leave. So it's like a medical leave, which comes into your medical, I guess your medical time. Like if you have an injury or something, then you're kind of screwed, I'm guessing. Because the medical leave is 12 weeks per year to care for a family member or a serious health condition. That kind of sucks still because...
Wait, 12 weeks. How many months is that? 3, 6... That's 4 months.
Yeah.
That's not good enough for like pumping?
No. Well, what? Pumping is...
A year?
No, sometimes it's 2 to 3 years we're pumping milk. It's until your body stops producing it again. So you have to get it out.
Now, is that normal?
Yeah. Look, let's see. Average time new mother pumps breast milk.
How long do women keep producing milk after?
Do you need to pump after 1 year? To pump, some people continue to pump after 12 months and offer solids and express breast milk. Can you produce milk 4 years after breastfeeding? It's not unusual for milky discharge to continue for up to 2 to 3 years after discontinuing breastfeeding. So I would say it's a good strong year. And then after that...
What I'm not understanding, right, is the area... I might be wrong in this. I don't know, but how long do, like... Is there other animals that produce milk for that long? Like, I just don't understand how the body... Mm-hmm. How long are you be... I thought you only supposed to give breast milk for, like, a year to the kid and shit. Like,
cows typically produce milk for about 10 months after giving birth.
What about cats?
Cats...
10 weeks.
10 weeks.
Monkey? Monkeys have breasts?
Yeah. Up to age 5.
Whoa. Okay, so it makes sense.
It makes sense because monkeys
are
closest to us.
Oh, yeah. That's why it's a good thing I hopped to
That's a good idea. Yeah, I didn't even think about it.
I was just checking.
I'm so fascinated how your brain works.
Now I'm gonna run it back to this thing, right? What? So now, are you supposed to give the baby breast milk for like as long as you're pumping? If it's after a year? How long should you give your baby breast milk for? Imagine they say like 15 minutes. It's like, no, bro, you don't get my question. You're not getting it.
About the first 6 months with continued breastfeeding along with introducing appropriate complementary foods for up to 2 years. So
how long should the kid be drinking milk for? What, you're supposed to cut off milk from the kid after a year?
That all babies exclusive breastfeeding for 6 months and then introducing foods with the breast milk for another 6 months. And then
that's a year.
Yeah, so then while continuing to breastfeed for 2 years or beyond. Stopping breastfeeding is called weaning. It's up to you and your baby to decide when the time is right. So I guess it all depends.
Okay, so right, like around 2 to 3 is still cool, right? And I'm just trying to mix up thoughts in my head
I
where
think it
like
really.
it's like you're what you're because the breast milk has all the I get
Vitamins.
nobody wants like a 2-3 year old just
Suck
on
it
a
on their
nibble.
teat.
Yeah, but you
Yeah.
could pump it and then the
And
person
give it
could
to
drink
them.
it. You
Yeah.
get what I'm saying? So like it's still like it produces beneficial stuff and
Yeah,
immunities for
like
your kid.
right.
And but the funny part is nowadays, like I wonder if that's worse than normal milk or it's not. Like depending on how the mother takes care of herself.
Well, that's another interesting thing, yeah, because
It's like if
you
you do
have
not
many
if you're
kids.
not healthy, maybe you might want I don't know.
Yeah,
You might
yeah,
want to
yeah,
cut off after a year.
yeah.
If you like let's say you smoke cigarettes or something
That's true.
and you're like I want to start smoking cigarettes again, so maybe cut off after a
That
year.
is true. I think
Because then I feel like I don't know if you could suck a cigarette out of a tit.
the mother is sick. As long as the symptoms are, can you?
It's fascinating
Very
where
interesting.
it's an interesting thought, right? Where
Yeah.
if the mother's milk is the most beneficial thing, kid only gets that for a year or like keep giving it to the kid and then how long? Because then you get all this pasteurized milk now and everything, like everything is
Yeah.
different now. So
Can mothers who use tobacco or e-cigarettes breastfeed their infant? Yes. Mothers who use tobacco or e-cigarettes should be encouraged to quit regardless. Breastfeeding provides numerous health benefits, and breast milk remains the recommended food for an infant.
how long is infantry? First year?
Nicotine in breast milk and passive smoking can give your baby chest infections, vomiting, diarrhea, and irritability. That's wicked. It passes through the milk.
Yeah. So it's almost like nowadays, I guess it's almost dependent in this world and depending on how the person takes care of themselves for the child or the baby or the infant and how they take care of their body because
Yeah.
they're feeding this person. And then if they want to go back to like let's say if somebody on the good side, like a mom like changes her diet and everything and fixes it up while pregnant
Yeah.
and then has the baby, still doesn't get off of it. It's like, yo, I'm gonna just give it a little bit before I get back to the same things, right?
Yeah.
And it's just like you just gotta go like like I guess like you should be really healthy even the year after in a couple years.
I
like
mean, yeah, no, definitely. I think it also what counts to me in my just kind of analyzing, it seems that what you do before matters, and then what you do leading up to that matters, and then what you do during being pregnant matters, because then that's when your body starts getting ready to produce.
yeah,
you
no,
know?
I feel like the first 5 years is almost like I feel like women should look at it as like war with an infant. Not really, like it's 5 years, like it's a long.
It's a lot,
I
yeah,
say
it's
5 years, like a
while.
5 years, like I don't know, in just my head, like in a male's head, in an imaginary world, right? Like I'll be
Yeah.
sick, like a woman just cleans up the diet and everything for like 5
Getting
years.
ready. It's like a bodybuilding competition.
Yeah. And then she starts weaning into it like 3 years in, 4 years
Yeah.
more into it, back into old habits, 5 years. Now the war is settling down.
Yeah, that's funny.
Like that's
Yeah.
pretty fast because it's like it's almost beneficial to you and your child. It's really not like destructive to you at all. It's almost
No, yeah. I mean, it's still positive in the end. Like,
Yeah.
you're doing a good thing for yourself. So
yeah. So just like the dad should have to prepare himself to like financially and having also back up the female emotionally and all that type of stuff, right? For the child, the woman should be like it's almost like it almost should be like a thing where like if a guy's at war, like the best thing if he could, he would be like talking to his girl or something
Oh, I see what
trying
you
to
mean, yeah.
get the stress out of the day and stuff.
Yeah.
And that's what women should look at as men, like during the first 5 years of like birth, like she's at war right now. You know what I'm saying? And
funny.
not like just like women give birth like the first year, like and just try to like make the dad do every single
Yeah,
thing too,
yeah.
comparing in the home and outside the home. That's
So
just
you're
OD.
basically just saying they should be a team. That's it.
It should be a team, but the first 5 years, like the guy is the sidekick. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Like, and it should be like kind of in that type of sense, because the woman I feel like needs that emotional balance, like
No, it's true.
at least 5 years, because the first like let's say because women always need emotional balance after giving birth, right?
Yeah.
So you get that, but then you can't just cut that off the next year,
No,
right?
yeah.
So 5 years, and everybody starts weaning into all this type
how
of
it was
stuff. Yeah, and
before,
it'll
yeah.
help the woman. Well, like if she's healthy and all that type of stuff, and then hopefully the dude's healthy, so they kind of stick together on it.
Yeah.
And that
That
type
works,
that type
yeah.
of stuff, like
in a ideal world, yes.
yeah, like you don't want to just have the kid and you're like, nah, I just want to go smoke. You take care of the kid. Like, nah, you said 5 years though. You said you're
That's
supposed to be
crazy.
down for 5 years without smoking, like without it.
Yeah.
I get to smoke. I'll smoke for you. Or like you smoke when the kid is gone, like a little bit, like sleeping and shit, like whatever. What?
Nah, yeah, but anyways, interesting. Very good analysis on your end. Like it. So the $1 million question. Do AirPods cause cancer? Because I think there was a video that was found, and this person did
He did a comparison with like a thing that picks
EMF
up.
machine. Machine.
It's turning Indian on you. Machine.
I said machine.
But he took like what is it, radar detector,
like an EMF,
EMF, and he put it next to the AirPods, and
a lot of shit.
You'll find it later. We don't need to watch it. We've seen it.
Yeah, we've seen it. But basically, he compared the radiation from the regular wired headphones and then the AirPods. And the radiation from the regular wired headphones was like 15 or something. Oh, it was this guy. And then the AirPods were like 40, like something crazy.
We're going to be looking at as the top section up here that says E-Field.
So
it's
these were their
and
AirPods.
listening to music with the AirPods. So as you can see, here we are testing the both AirPods on a phone call. And as you can see, the volts per meter has gone up to almost 40. All right, and then here we're going to test the AirPods once again with the volume all the way up.
Okay, we
So,
don't need to...
but basically, yeah. So, and then, so he said technically, because he was doing this for his YouTube channel, so he's saying that, don't take my word for it. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a scientist. I'm not this. However, if you use it for prolonged use, I mean, there's something else that I looked up on the side too, where it said there's no risks in AirPods, but if you use it for, let's say,
prolonged use,
like 10 years of just AirPods, then cancerous cells can develop, which is scary as shit.
Which I said, I'm like, yo, basically they put like AirPods with cigarettes pretty much, because it's like if you have AirPods, like I don't think a lot of people that use AirPods are gonna be going to wired headphones like anytime soon.
I feel like that really changed the game for a lot of people, because a lot of people like to, especially in the gym, like to throw their phone. I don't know what it is with throwing your phone when.
Yeah, now it became like a thing to throw your phone.
I see it all the time too, still, and I'm like, why are you throwing your phone across the floor?
It's these cases they just messed up at the whole. They just messed up the whole thing.
Crazy.
But this is insane, man. It's crazy. Yeah. The other topic we had was we was looking into, do hats
cause
baldness?
So I grew up hearing a folklore in my family that if you wear too many hats, you'll have like a ringworm or something. I think they just did
ringworm on too many hats is possible if you don't clean your hat and you have dirt in your hair, and then it's just sweat build up in your hair, and obviously you're gonna get ringworm, especially if you share
in school.
Hats.
When I was in Catholic school, they freaking there was like this boy who had a ringworm, and I was like, because he wore hats all the time, and I don't think he cleaned them.
Can you get that shot?
Yeah. The cats are playing with something. Excuse you.
He got a shank.
Yeah.
My cat got a knife on him. Baba, what are you doing? Baba, come on the podcast.
Come on.
No, you used to come on the...
This is what I get for freaking taking his shirt.
What happened?
Away. Somehow my shirt latched onto the door. I don't know how.
It probably hooked onto the handle, right?
How is this hooking onto the...
Because the handle is like a hook.
Look at... You saw the way he ran back.
He's like, I'm going to go get that. He's like, where is it?
Anyways.
Man. Yeah, so, I get that. And then
So are any of your boys bald?
Some of them is getting there.
Oh, shit.
Some of them is getting there.
Because they were wearing hats all the time, right?
I feel like that, yeah. I feel like because they wear hats all the time. But I don't know, there still hasn't been no proof, right? Like, there's nobody that says If it is nobody even like saying that it does happen, because I've asked my homies and they said that they looked into it and it doesn't do it.
Time. Let's see what the
What's
time
up,
says. Hold on. Time says it's a video called "Does Wearing a Hat Contribute to Baldness?" Genetics are the blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Male pattern and female pattern baldness are both initiated in part by genetic sensitivity. DHT. All right, they're basically saying it depends.
See this?
Most people probably don't wear a hat so tightly that it could create this kind of tension. Tightness is subjective. Okay, they're saying if your hat is tight, then, it creates stress on the hair follicles and this, that, and the third.
Nah, don't even click no. No, why did you click on this?
My name is Justin Mark, and in this video,
I like click on just random. Okay. Anyways.
But yeah.
So yeah. Did you have anything else that you wanted to go over today?
Yo, I feel like there was something going on this week that I can't remember exactly. I should have.
There's always something going on, and it's just overload at this point of just shit that goes on constantly. That when you want to sit down and think about it and talk about it, it's like. Bro.
Well, I just heard on the Joe Rogan thing that in the UK during COVID they had all the homeless people in like homes.
What do you mean in homes? Like
they
sheltered them?
They sheltered every single homeless person.
Wow.
And then when COVID was over, they were like,
get out?
You gotta get out.
No way.
Yeah. But the crazy part was like, so it was Joe Rogan and Russell Brand.
Yeah.
And they talked about basically like maybe it was like something that it was hard to home them. Maybe they wanted to get back in the streets. Some of them be wanting to
get
some
back
of them
in do like
they don't want to be in like a civilized society type stuff.
Right.
And then, but one thing they didn't talk about was I was just like, just to make them look good, like they could have been like, we wanted to keep them there, but the owners kicked them out. They didn't want them there, right? And it's like, well, yeah, maybe they were putting stress on like people that had like Section 8 or something over there. And then they're like, you keep these guys. And they start breaking stuff in the house and cooking meth or something. And they're like, bro, we can't keep them. And then they're like, well, we tried. The government's like, well, we try to keep them, but there's the owners that's kicking them out. Like, and it's not like, the government is just giving us no money. And they're freaking burning down the house here. And they're doing all kinds of whatever. And then I'm supposed to be just okay with it. Like,
yeah, they're just passing.
Because I don't see like the government people giving up their government buildings to homeless people. There's never been a point where they say, oh yeah, the courts just allow all the homeless people to come in.
Yeah.
Why not? It's big court, big chairs, the court's always got the long extended wooden things you can sleep on. Courts always got a good sleepable environment. You sit there. You sit there for hours to get one thing done. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like a super extended barber cut.
I remember I went up to the Senate chamber when I was part of QCC. It was like an internship thing. And we went up to the Senate. And it was a cool experience. And when you walk in, it's mad toasty. It's nice. All the wood and the chairs are mad warm when you sit on them. Like it's like
that's why homeless people like libraries.
No, that makes sense.
It's the closest thing to a government building that they can get into.
That's a stretch. It's just a place that's quiet and has computers. It has nothing to do with...
You think homeless people like libraries because of computers?
They can use it. Something to do.
They don't use computers. You think you went to a library, you saw a homeless dude on the computer, you'd be like...
I've seen a couple.
You wouldn't be like, yo, bro, I need that. Like, what are you doing? Like, yo, what are you doing? Like, you just out here watching porn here. Like, what are we really doing? Like, no, but most of my experiences that I've noticed is like homeless person sleeping in the bathroom or the between the bookshelves, like shelves.
In between the bookshelves?
Yeah. Oh, it's just like, in the aisle, they just sleep right there, like carpet, like, so because some people lay down and read books, they do. So they act like that, but they put the book down. And oh yeah, I fell asleep reading this shit, like, like I play it off, like act like you doing something, it's like that's funny. That's very funny, but I don't know, like I feel like a good alternative should be for the government to just buy out certain buildings for them to actually like you know how they had cloud houses. Cloud houses. Yeah, you know when all these like influencers,
like TikTokers and
they get a house together. It should have like homeless people in a home, and then have cameras in there so
Bro,
they can
that's
TikTok.
crazy. No.
No, because then
Don't
they make
exploit
because then they get money off of TikTok, and it's a good way for the people to see the homeless people and give to them so they can get out of their situation, and then everybody's helping everybody. So if they're like, yo, Byron's messing up the money right here, bro, we can't give money to Byron. You can see him smoking crack on camera. It's not give money to Byron. They're not gonna give money to Byron. They're gonna give it to the homie that's not smoking crack and he's doing good. So
That's
the longer you
interesting.
stay in the homeless house, the more money and clout you could rack up
house is
to
crazy.
actually take that and establish a grown business.
And you think a lot of them are gonna do that?
Bro, other restaurants can go to the homeless people and be like, yo, eat right here for free all the time. Just give me the clout. Every time you go in the homeless house, just take a bag of my food and just set it down right in front of the camera. Yo, I'm telling you, sponsorships, and then this is how everybody helps everybody come unite on a thing we all agree on. Homeless people want money and a place to stay, hopefully. And then we all want to see them in a crib together, see what the fuck happens.
Yeah.
Like
that's
it'd be like the
crazy.
Blueface girl's house,
Yeah,
but with
yeah,
homeless
with
people,
homeless people.
which was
That's-
basically
that's
the Blueface house with homeless girls.
That's
Because they all lived in his home, they were homeless.
that's an interesting bit. I like that.
It's like Jersey Shore, but with the homeless. You could do it in different spots. So if anybody takes that show, I need bread for that. Not a lot, but I need some bread to like be living chill. You
Yo.
feel me? Like I need some type of bread. Like we gotta, whenever you make this show and you try to make this and I gotta sue, I just need the money for whatever the time is to be good and a little above that. You know what I'm saying? For like rainy days.
For rainy days.
You know,
yeah.
just because of my idea. I just put y'all on. Like, you telling me there's a flaw in there?
No, I mean, in theory, it sounds like a interesting thing. I don't know how I feel about exploiting people that maybe don't want to be exploited on camera.
Don't get in the cloud house. Don't get in the homeless
Okay,
house.
so it's
Be in the
it's
streets.
consented.
Yeah, you
Okay,
don't just,
okay.
hey, come in. Get in there. You trying to get out. Nah, get back in there. Like, you're just kicking them back in there. Like,
All right, that's an interesting idea. I mean, if
government look, it's a free thing. The government buys a building. You get like just like how they rent out courthouses or whatever.
that would be peak corporate America.
Get
if
like
that
a
was to
warehouse.
happen.
Get like a warehouse in
That would be crazy.
like Williamsburg or something, you know, and like.
Yeah.
And just keep them there, and then like it's like a tournament type shit, like, you know, every season, and see who lasts and develop relationships. They bring their homeless girlfriends in there. They steal their
Crazy.
money.
No,
They sleep with the other homeless guy who's more homeless, and he's like, "What are you doing? I have money. Why are you sleeping with the more homeless guy?"
You know,
and she's like, "He got good crack."
This idea is very sick. I mean,
This is the world we live in. We live in a sick world. Face reality. Don't watch videos on fat people that are like 400 pounds that keep lying to the doctor about they keep doing what he says, but they're still not losing weight. Right? Like, let's not watch that. Let's watch how and if somebody can get out of being in a situation, and it's the people that give.
okay, yeah, interesting.
And these people want to be exploited for a better future.
You're a mad scientist, honestly.
No, but reality shows don't even pay these people any money.
Don't they? I thought they did.
No, they barely pay them. Like, if you could even Google this, but basically reality show people don't get paid a lot of money. They get paid in clout, and they don't even house them. They most of the time go to their houses and videotape them. So they're exploiting their homes. And most of the time, TV shows go into a home and make it look more messy than what it is to actually make the show pop off a little more. Like, they'll take a fat person and probably even lie about their weight.
They do get paid.
They get paid, but they don't get paid a lot. They don't get paid like anything.
$200,000 is not.
For what? 75th, what is this?
This is the monthly pay. Reality TV show salary. 25th percentile, 40 grand a year.
What the hell is 25th percentile? What is the top earners? What top earners? This is top earners. The top earner makes 3K or something right there. You saw, like,
Below Deck, Teen Mom, 90 Day Fiance.
bro, these are the shows that made it. Like, and then you like, this is like, nah, I don't believe it, bro. Like, I don't think they pay like.
The Bachelor contestant.
That's The Bachelor, bro.
No,
I'm talking about
earn $0.
Oh, okay, cool.
See, The Bachelor.
But I'm talking about like, I'm talking about stuff like Yeah, that's actually, it's like The Bachelor for home.
Confirmed. Very little. So you're right.
It's like Bachelor for homeless people.
1,000 per episode. For
It's
some.
like Bachelor with homeless people, where all the homeless people have their own like Patreon and stuff. You
Yeah.
get what I'm saying? Like, it's like you're taking, or like you do the blue face recipe on like homeless people. You give them all like a OnlyFans, and then you pimp off the OnlyFans. You can take a percentage if you really want. Cause somebody got like, I mean, if the government's gonna do it, then the government shouldn't take no percentage. But if somebody's gonna make a show out of it, then yeah. But if it's something like they do with the police, here's another loophole. They could do it with like the police videos. You know how these people like they have to email the courts or something, or like Florida, like, so there's a reason why you don't see all the police videos from New York, like investigations or interactions with the police from the body cam, because New York has a law of keeping that private. But Florida and all these other states, they don't. And some states, they don't make it public, but they can only make it public if you sue them. So you have to sue them to make it. It's literally like something. But most places that you see the footage, they're allowed to actually. The public is allowed to access that footage once the case is over and everything. So I don't know how they do. Maybe they go in a court system. They pay a certain fine. Like, just if you want to get paperwork on somebody, you got to pay a little thing to just get the paperwork. So they pay a thing to get the footage, and then they cut it and chop it up into pieces. So they could just have like a bunch of cameras, just like body cams in the home. And then it just records all the time, and then people can choose to monetize it that way, but they have to give money to the homeless people. So it's like a music record label thing. So if you use my music, you have to pay me.
Yeah.
Just so if you use the homeless person to make a YouTube video of reactions, you gotta pay the homeless guy that's in there because he has a Patreon.
Yeah, right. It's very interesting.
I just ended world hunger. Mr. Beast, you better make a clip that puts all this in a good way for Mr. Beast to understand how I figured that thing out, and he got to make a video on that.
That'd be crazy if he did that.
That's what I'm saying. You better take all these cuts.
I'll do a thing.
Take these cuts and make it make sense and make it run it by me, and we're gonna tag Mr. Beast. If that can happen, I would like to be there, please, and she would like to be there too. And maybe a shot at, like one of those things where you leave your hand on something and you want some money. Like,
and you win $5 million.
Yo, bro, look, just either like cut me off from the video or just put me in one of them things and, cut me off a little something, cut me off. I put you on, bro. I just put you on, yo. They was hating on you for that video for the eyes and all that, bro. I just put you on. You ain't got to do nothing for the eyes. You already got a warehouse. You already got a warehouse. Just section it off. Just section it off in a corner, bro.
He is the best person for this.
Yeah, idea. Like, yo, bro, you got enough money to make sure they don't steal your cameras or something. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta make sure.
I don't know if he can handle, like, crack being cooked up in the warehouse. Like,
well, I mean, I'm pretty sure he's not the type to actually get that, right? He's gonna be like getting homeless people that don't even smoke cigarettes.
Okay. Well, yeah, that's true.
And he's gonna put like an invite. I'm pretty sure there's homeless people that have phones. Because a lot of them do.
Yeah.
So they be watching Mr. Beast.
About to sneeze.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, hey,
that's a good idea.
Hey, because that's the one who got the money to do it. I could just talk a lot of shit. I ain't got no money to fucking do that shit. Like, I could die with those dreams and shit.
Oh, but yeah, very good.
Yeah.
So,
on that note, we're gonna
wait. Real quick, that girl that let the guy into the gym and then almost got molested. Please don't. If you're working out late at night.
We wasn't even on that today. This is where you're going to bring it back to that. You're going to know. Why would you tell? No, don't tell them this.
All right, forget it.
Don't open. Nah, because he lived in the building.
Oh, he did?
The guy lived in the building.
He was homeless.
No, he lived in the building.
Oh, that's even worse.
That's why she opened the door for him.
Oh, now that makes sense. That sucks. I thought he looked homeless.
No, he lived in the building.
Oh my goodness, that's so much worse.
Okay, so this is what you interrupted the ending.
Yes, I did, because I found out a fucking key information that I didn't know. That's so
You've been sitting on the thought of saying this at the end, going, girls, don't open the door for somebody you don't know, especially homeless. And then he's like, he lives in the building. And then you're like, he looked homeless. She didn't even open the door based off of his looks.
Bro, hold on. I'm sorry.
Now you gotta run it back to
I gotta because
oh God. You better make this Mr. Beast video worth it for me to go through this.
I just wanna Florida. Oh, this is Florida. Oh, well.
What does that have to do with anything?
See,
it's a building.
But is she a nurse? I think she's a nurse.
This ain't the video we saw.
Bro, he looks homeless to me. Okay, I don't know. I guess.
No, but play the video. She said he lived. They said in the video that we watched.
Oh, inside her. Wait.
No, but listen, not there. But they say when they caught him, he lived in the building.
I mean, overall, I've been feeling good.
No, but you gotta play that video before that we saw. This ain't the one we saw.
Okay.
The one we saw was. I mean, maybe you could put like. Maybe it was that one. 2 weeks ago.
Meanwhile, a video of a young fitness trainer in
No, I
Florida
definitely
fending off her attacker
definitely-
inside a gym is now going viral. In the video, the woman.
Even the Indian news is hopping on this. Okay.
Oh, it's this one.
Nah, it's close to it. This is just a reel of it. Which one was the original footage? Who had the original footage?
think it
Is
was
it
this
news
one.
station?
I guess. I don't know. Click on it.
Just
Let me see.
put the no, because this is a short. I want the whole video.
Get up from my workout, and I grab my phone, and he just approaches me, and not a single word was exchanged. I pushed him. I said, "Bro, what the f are you doing?"
Oh, what do you? Oh,
I hate this
When it
sensitivity
was
shit.
happening, I actually had no fear. I am a bodybuilder, and I'm actually pretty strong. So in
Nah,
my
so
mind-
put on the news station. Just put
What?
news station.
okay. Same things.
Why doesn't the news station fucking channels video? Okay, was it WNBC that played
Let's
it?
see.
Surveillance video captured the
'Cause it was where she was like, yeah, this is the video.
Yeah.
An attacker at her apartment complex's gym.
Oh,
As if I keep going, if I keep pushing,
Everybody's soft tissue. So I'd be going.
I'd have to go through a situation like this.
Experts say avoiding an incident like this starts with being aware of your surroundings and moving quickly if you're in danger.
Getting in the way, creating obstacles.
Women with similar experience.
She didn't fall into that trap.
Alma immediately ran outside, escaping to a nearby apartment. Now she's sharing her story and encouraging other women with similar experiences to do the same.
No other person should go through this. No other person should have to feel like this. No other person should have to go through a situation like
did
this.
they say?
Experts say avoiding an incident like this.
When did they
starts
say-
with being- Xavier Thomas Jones entered. This happened in
Xavier
Thomas
Thomas
Jones.
Wow. Hold up. Okay.
Wait.
Wait. I'm gonna look him up.
Wait.
I buzzed him in, and he came inside. My thought process was, like you said, like it was just another dude coming in to work out.
10 p.m. on January 22nd, when she saw a man she'd previously seen at the gym trying to
Oh.
He lived in the building.
get in.
Whenever he was at the door, I buzzed him in, and he came inside. My thought process was, like you said, like it was just another dude coming in to work out.
But after 20,
And then I don't know, it was maybe the Abba and Preach video, but when
Yeah.
they said, "Oh, they police apprehended the man who he lived in the same building. He lived like upstairs, like."
Wow. Ew. Ugh. Yeah. I'm
Thanks.
still.
Dude.
Even if you live in the same building, I ain't opening no door for you.
Okay. On that note,
But on that note,
do the outro.
thank you for tuning in. This was the Brew Breath
Wait,
Podcast.
you gotta do it
episode.
louder. No.
Thank you for tuning in. This has been the Brew Breath Podcast episode 5, and we're out.